Hey, congratulations to West Virginia. Obviously, we're disappointed losing at home the way we did. You look at the first half, they had drives of 76, 71, 64. I think it was 17-14. We were coming out of half, had the football, feeling pretty good about what they were trying to do defensively and how we could, take advantage. I think we got down to the 32-yard line. We had like a deep post with a cross. Javon fell down, and I guess JR didn't see. And interception, and then from then it was just uphill battle. The bottom line is you're not going to beat, anybody for the most part. Turn the ball over 4 times. We turned the ball over 4 times. We had a fourth down. We didn't make it on fourth down, a short field. Defensively, we couldn't stop the run. That was very disappointing. They're really good at running the football. We knew that, their quarterback. But we couldn't get them off the field. But it's a combination of not being able to stop the run and turn the ball over 4 times. That was really what did it. It's real disappointing, to get beat not only at home, but to get beat like that. So we got to get better, and we got to improve and find a way to get our first victory in the league. Questions?
Like more about this turnovers and what momentum were, especially in the first half. Javon, it looked like he was going to come down with it, and it just pops in the air before you know it's an interception.
Yeah, that was a tough deal right there. We did think we had a deep post. They went single high. We threw a one-on-one ball. He kind of cut back. Him and the DB were both kind of chicken fighting right there. He came back. I thought he did a good job, and thought he had the ball. It kicked off his knee, and they got it. But hey, that's part of it. We got to find a way to overcome it. But that was it took away some points.
You guys try to stay optimistic through this losing streak. What's your message to your team now coming off this 21?
Well, I'm just honest with them. I mean, we didn't play good enough to win. We turned the ball over 4 times, couldn't stop the run. They're a pretty good team. I think everybody saw that. You look at the time of possession, they had the ball for 12 more minutes than us. And we talked about us trying to control the clock and not letting them. But that's exactly what happened. When you can't stop the run, turn the ball over 4 times, that happens.
Coach, I don't know if this is optimism or if it adds to the frustration, but 9 for 12 on third down, easily your best third down conversion performance on the year. Is that something you'd use to build on into next week?
Yeah, I mean, when you get beat like we did at home, I mean, that's something we'll talk about in meetings. That 9 and 12. Bottom line is we got beat by 3 scores, so we got to do better, and we got to get off the field on third down. That was a big factor too. They were close to 3%.
You talked about not doing better defensively against the run. What changed from last week?
I'll have to look at it on film. I really thought we'd do a good job stopping the run, give those guys credit. But bottom line is, we did a good job last week for the most part until the fourth quarter. But today, we couldn't stop them. They got on the edge a couple times with a little slide block action. The quarterback got on the edge, and they had us reeling there in the first half. I thought we would settle down in the second half and do better.
What has to change? 5 league games, 5 losses. The window to get to a bowl is very slim.
Yeah, we got to find a way to win the first one. I mean, I think that's the bottom line. Every week, this schedule, I think everybody sees it. I mean, this is a quality league. If you don't play good, you're not going to win. We played good last week. We didn't win. We didn't play good today. We didn't win. We got to find a way to play good.
You mentioned Monday their strengths in running the football and controlling the clock, and they were able to do that to you guys.
Yeah.
Also, how did you try to game plan against it throughout the game?
Well, obviously we didn't do it. That was a focus of us, mine, and emphasis of, for the staff. We didn't get it done, so obviously it didn't carry over what our plan was. Our plan obviously wasn't good enough because that's exactly what they did.
During the game, what ways did you notice that plan wasn't being executed properly?
Well, when we couldn't stop the run, we couldn't get off the field on third down. And I know I keep sounding like a broken record, but we moved the football, and when you turn the ball over, and we kind of self-destructed in that area. I think we punted 1 time, the whole game, and so it's a combination of those things. They did have some short fields too. And I think they scored after just about every time we turned the football over. And anytime you turn the football over and the other team goes down and scores touchdowns, it's a bad combination, and that's what happened today.
Xavier Johnson was a major contributor last week. He's absent this week. What did that provide to the team?
Well, first of all, Baker stepped up, and I thought he did a really good job in his first start. Xavier Townsend's one of our best players. He couldn't go. We tried to rehab and all that during the week, and gave him an opportunity in pregame. He just couldn't do it. Hopefully we'll have him back next week. But Jared Baker stepped in and did a really good job.
Yes, when you look at John Rice's performance, I mean, the interceptions, what can you attribute to that? Was it just something they were doing differently, maybe to confuse him a little bit, or was it just maybe?
Well, I think we talked about the first one. I mean, I thought it was a good throw. He underthrew it. You underthrew it, and it bounced up and it kicked. You know, the one coming out of halftime, I mean, that was a deep post with a climb. The climb is wide open, and Javon fell down. I mean, just him and the DB got tangled up, and then the guy gets up, and he's right there, and I guess he didn't see him. The one right before half, our protection broke down. The dude comes right up the middle. You know, I'd like him to dish it off. We threw the thing up right there. We got to do a better job coaching him. I mean, but, you know, a couple of those were pretty unfortunate.
Obviously, the schedule is a huge step up from last year, but what's the difference with the team? I mean, is it just not depth? Is it not getting pushed in certain areas? Why are you not as successful this year as you were last year?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably a combination of all the above. I mean, this is definitely a step up in competition, but we knew that and we prepared for that. You got to play good quality football. You got to play good enough to win. You got to play good enough on defense and offense. One group can't play good and one can't play bad. We've had a little bit of that now today. It's the turnovers not being able to stop the run, but that's been the story of the year, you know, putting a complete game together. And we really did it one time all year. It was Oklahoma, and we ended up getting beaten, come up short.
Earlier this week, you said it's hard for teams to get better in the second half of the season, but your team needed to. How is today perhaps a setback?
I'm disappointed. I really thought we'd play better. I'm really disappointed from that standpoint. We were set up to play better. And we didn't today, you know, especially the second half. Question? Anything else?
Go ahead, last one.
So we're coming off of a 5-game losing streak and looking ahead next week, Cincinnati, a team we are super familiar with. What's the message to the team for next week?
Yeah, the message, we got to figure out a way to put this behind us. That's the message, and you're exactly right. And our players know that bunch well. We know that bunch well. It's one of our rivals, and we need to find a way to go there and get a victory. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Coach.